Please, Sasha, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Chair. So if you guys can see on the status update, the number of checkouts and the goodbye message are increasing. As you can see the number there. And for the loyalty conversion rate, for Airbnb, good thing is it's increasing, but to 37.64%. But for Booking.com, it decreased to 22.56%. And if you guys see on the activity section, I believe Airbnb is increasing because there were less checkouts and more reviews compared to last week. And yeah, also have sent reviews to last week's checkouts despite the issue on the review automation. And also got one new review on Booking.com. However, the rate is still like slightly dropping even after a follow up and also the discount voucher offer. And what's good and bad is most of the automatic goodbye message is also skipped, also, as well as the reviews, the automated reviews. So I've been sending some of them manually, and the last one, it's quite difficult to obtain reviews from Booking.com guests. And what I'll keep doing is to check regularly if the automated goodbye message, also the automated guest review has been sent successfully, and follow up to PD as well regarding the progress of the bug report. Since I've bug report the automated and goodbye message, also the guest reviews. That's pretty much from me. Back to you, Ms. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Sasha. I have questions. How is the conversion between the guest that redeemed the discount voucher to the review? Is it 100%?
No, actually, for Booking.com, only one guest redeemed the voucher. It's from few weeks ago. And for Airbnb, there's one guest redeemed the voucher, but actually didn't leave a review even though she said she already left a review. Tapi from the guests on Airbnb that we have reached out, 5 of them left a review because we send this. It will be explain more on my private part, I think.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Maybe we can discuss about that later. And then it's quite difficult to obtain review from Booking.com, guys. Is it because the number is mostly are invalid? You cannot reach them out?
No, actually, the past guests numbers are valid. We can contact them, but yeah, the thing is we already send a second follow up for asking to leave a review, also sending the discount voucher over, but still no new reviews except one reviews, but the rest is they didn't leave any reviews to us.
Okay. Is it happen on WhatsApp? I mean, you communicate with the guests on WhatsApp? Okay. 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 This for the things that you keep doing. This is regularly checking the automatic goodbye message and guest review, whether it's sent successfully or not. If I'm not mistaken, you have proposed to product development team to have the stats to monitor this, ya, not actually manually.
What do you mean, Mister?
Jadi yang kayak udah ada statnya gitu, bisa lihat yang mana yang nggak kesan successfully, yang mana yang gagal.
Yeah, I see on Redash juga sih for that one.
Oh,
but yeah.
Itu udah ada berarti ya?
Yeah, there's already one, but it's just most of them are skipped and there's some bugs. Even though on Redash it says the review has been sent, but then I check on Airbnb, it actually hasn't been sent. But I already bug report that one.
Okay, thank you, Sasha, for reporting the bugs. And okay, is there anyone have questions?
I have a question actually.
Yes. Okay.
So this is actually interesting, yeah. So we have the contact of people from Booking.com. Currently, what do you think is the cost of the main cost of this review drop? Why do we have such a difference in the conversion rate between Airbnb and Booking.com?
I think it's the guest behavior probably, because for Booking.com we've tried like so many ways, like the follow up and stuff, but like and the discount voucher also, but like they still not wanting to leave review. That's yeah. Still not sure about that, see.
Guest behavior, right? What about our behavior towards Booking.com guests? Is it any different? Like during the stay and prior to hosting? Because as we discussed last week, I think we discovered that for example, like welcoming message is not sent immediately after the booking within Booking.com, right? For example, that's one example. We also have a different behavior towards guests in Booking.com. That's why, like, if everything is already the same, our service is standardized between the two OTAs, and then the review conversion rate is very different, then maybe it can be inferred that we can eliminate the possibility of such difference in variable. But what do you think? Are there still any difference between our behavior towards guests in Booking.com compared to Airbnb?
I think it's the same because like we host them through WhatsApp as well. As long as the number is valid, we give them like still welcome message or good morning message and also goodbye message. Same like Airbnb pretty much. But the thing is, you mean like for the welcome message is not sent like right away? Is that for the one on the Booking.com chat? Really?
Yeah, like Booking.com chat. Like.
Well, for that one, I think I saw like I'm not sure actually who sent it because sometimes when I check on the Booking.com, there are some bookings that already sent. Is it like just to confirm? Is it manually or there's already like automation on that?
It is manually. I believe Maria is the PIC for that. If I'm not mistaken, Maria, could you please confirm?
Yes. So for this several days, I send the Ganwell for Booking.com. If there's a new booking, I send it directly for the Ganwell.
Okay, great. Is it documented, Maria?
No, not yet.
Yeah, like if it's also possible, like we're also tracking like good morning message as well and so on and so forth. We can actually track whether we already send the welcome message if it's necessary. If you guys think that is actually an important component in the for the guest experience. But yeah, think about like also in the previous funnel, what are the services, and as the SLA manager of loyalty, you can try to also investigate like push the reservation team, host team. Oh yeah, what are you doing, and like what's the service right now, or something like that.
Yeah, I do agree. Okay. Okay. Yes, Shasha, please.
Yeah, Vidi. Actually, we already like recorded the message on Booking.com paper. I think the paper is also here. See.
Yeah, it's manual, right?
Yeah, I mean, like we already have documentation for the message for the guests, like welcome message and stuff on the Booking.com paper. But like, it's been done since like I think December or November, but like still no increase on that.
Okay.
Not really impactful, or yeah, I think because we already keep track on that juga sih.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Sasha, for the thoughts. But now, what we do differently since that we usually doing is the Maria's pivot, right? Sending the welcome message, which is again well to the the Booking.com confirm booking directly when there is booking confirmed. So please make it documented, yeah, Maria, on your private card. You can also analyze whether for the Airbnb we send this message for the welcome message. Maybe for Booking.com you need to customize the message or something. You can actually you are free to customize to experiment all the message on the booking.com to actually see which one is affecting the review conversion rate and also the communications. Okay, thank you. I think that's pretty much the
I have a quick
discussion.
question for the host team, for Andre or Erika.
Okay, sure.
Maybe Andre and Erika kan yang maybe interact a lot with the guests ya during the during hosting, and maybe everyone is actually doing hosting, but maybe Andre and Erika do it more. What do you guys think about the behavior of guests in Booking.com? Like mereka acu tak acu atau ayo acu tak acu atau gimana gitu?
Basically from my side, I've been handling Booking.com juga kan. Nah, they tend to not giving any communication with us actually from the very first beginning. Because what? Because they already have the information of the properties, the check-in or anything in the Booking.com itself, even though they haven't really booked the property, right? So they already know about the property details. Now, the difference that I saw actually, the guests then it's like the platform is also creating a different guest. Like when you open a Traveloka, the guests also tend not to having
Ready first, something like that.
they don't tend to have a communication with us. So just go ahead and check in. But what we actually did, what I say is did good in here in this is like we always communicate with the guests every time we can communicate with them, and we always ask them to message us in the WhatsApp, even though they don't really share the WhatsApp or something. So we're trying to reach them first in terms of we want to have a good communication with the guests. So that's what I actually saw from Booking.com guests.
Okay.
Okay.
But but actually if we communicate with them, they still give like not really different apa namanya answer with the guest. They just still like the guest.
Okay. Thank you, Andre, for your thoughts. Erika, I think we can move this discussion to the sub discussions, yeah, for the Booking.com guest behavior and how would we encounter this type of different behavior on the guests differently, since we have a limit time this today and we still have pivots to be discussed. Okay, I think that's pretty much the discussions. Mr. Secretary Andre, please note that we need some discussion for this one, for considering the guest behavior between platforms. And then move to the pivot card. This is Fidis platform. Fidis pivot.
Yeah.
Okay, could you please give us the update?
Yo, I have update, guys. If you guys see in the extra SLA, I've changed extra SLA to it's responding extra SLA that is reported to the company every 2 weeks. If you see in the first attachment, you guys can see that there are 2 external SLA for conversion stage funnel, and also I think 3 external SLA for transaction stage funnel and also 2 external SLA for advocacy stage. If you guys see, this is the report for the month of March 2021. Thank you very much, team. Actually, in the review for March, we're the only chapter who achieved external SLA in the communication and check-in quality. So that's 4.86 and also 4.83. Maybe we have to drive the other chapters as well to increase the overall review. Because we see that, for example, the cleanliness is 4.31, and so on and so forth. But this is the gist of it, and we will try to focus on this particular external SLA. And then there are some reported SLA that will be moved to internal SLA, such as the payout thing, the finance stuff. I think Maria is helping with that, with the finance team, and also the review response rate. So review response rate is a quality that we would want to achieve within the chapter itself, and we will try to improve that as well. And also, if you guys look at the first attachment, the earliest one, this is the basis of the particular like how we try to evaluate SLA, and this is based on the Airbnb data. We look at the month of March. Actually, there's a lot of increase in the number of conversion for total inquiry converted and a bit of decrease in the number of review conversion for now. But there's still actually a window for that. Although February we were seeing increase. So yeah, this is the gist of the external SLA that we will try to focus on. The internal SLA will be completed soon after I check it again. That's the update for the refining SLA and also campaign reporting. The second one, regarding fixing HAR Telo, it's there are two more pivots that are created. Please complete it, guys. Yeah, I will try to. I've been trying to pitch in like, oh yeah, if you guys have ideas, even though it's not related to your own your own stage in the funnel, you can try to like put that idea in this discussion so that maybe it can actually result in a particular pivot. And I'm also motivating motivating you guys to do this as well. So like me, for example, if I have an idea, like I can give it to Nadine. Nadine, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think you can make it into pivot? We can actually support them that way in a particular stage. So yeah, helping others to find inspiration, like, in a sense. But yeah, the KPI is still the same. So, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Vicky, for the update. Actually, I have one question for this refining SLA and campaign reporting pivot. How would you make sure that this is actually used by the HAR, and then we can create more juice on this from this report? Basically, do you want us to have monthly meeting to? Yeah. What do you think?
So this will create a better overview visibility, so that maybe the BI team can actually also figure out whether there are things that are going down or up and so on and so forth. And this actually is in the progress of being automated in Redash. But yeah, the campaigns itself, for example, linking the campaigns to external SLA is one way to actually create more juice out of it, and creating a link between the external SLA to pivots. Nadine is out there. And one more thing, guys. So there is a mismatch between like the current assumed external SLA and that we support to the company and the one that's supported to us, for example. One notable thing is, for example, when we say 15% inquiry converted, we want to mean that it's the general, in the overview, inquiry converted, so from all the sources, right? It's not only Airbnb. So that's why I mentioned that we can actually try to optimize Airbnb, we can get like 20%, but then we see that Booking.com is a bit difficult, or maybe we can actually improve the Booking.com one to achieve like 15% or something like that. But one notable thing is on the loyalty stage, I will try to negotiate, have a sub discussion with Sasha, because the reported one within the company is 50% review converted, while in HR, I believe we the one that we know is 30%, 35%, 30%.
Yeah, around 30 something.
Yeah, around 30%, right? But the one that's supported company is achieved at least 50% review converted. Okay, so that's one this sub discussion I would like to have.
Okay, thank you, Fidi, for the explanations. Okay, maybe we can move to the other pivot. Since Andre has no update for those pivots, we can skip at the moment.
Nadine,
yes, Andre.
Want to have a question to Fidi, because the gas portal efficiency actually it's kind of pending on BI, so I cannot really continue this pivot because I'm waiting on that.
Oh yeah, because Rizky of Buret, the manager for your we will hand it over soon to other stuff maybe.
I believe you comment it's taken by you.
What? Me?
You comment on some pivots that from Rizky. You take it over? I think
no, it's not this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we don't really have update yet for that, Nadine.
Okay, thank you, Andre, for the update. Since this you have put the no update label to be discussed today, but I believe some of your pivots should be discussed on the discussions on the previous discussions related to the inquiry optimization campaign. Yeah, this maybe we can discuss it later. And then this is to my pivot. This is cold calling supplies for gas. So actually, I only tried this once for this week. I have one inquiry for Bingin and Uluwatu area, and I tried to call PT Jin, which is the property management on Bingin. They have several villas that actually match our gas demand at that time. They used to be our partners, but now not longer. And I tried to, if we could bring our gas to your property, but since the gas is already like the villa, but it was turned down because due to the availability issue. And actually, yeah, basically that's what I did. Maybe go to VD. I'm trying to. Is this the right thing that you mean when you creating this private VD?
Yep. For one, yes, that's the right thing, but we just have to increase the frequency. So we expect a lot of like we're calling suddenly, right? It's impossible. Like it's very difficult for us to like convert it through one calling, so we can do it in multiple properties. That's one. And is it currently only Nadine is doing this, or are you trying to propagate it to the other reservation team as well?
I need help from the other two. I already discussed this with Maria.
Okay.
Maria will be helping.
Secondly, I have a question. Are you contacting PT Jin directly or the villas managed by them?
The villa management.
The property itself?
What do you mean? Oh, the PT Jin, basically.
Okay.
Basically, to ask for the availability first.
I see. I will throw this a bit to Mr. Jing. What do you think about this? Is it wise to like call the management company directly, or is it better for us to call the property instead?
Probably the property instead.
Property instead. Yeah, that's what I think.
The management might not want to see you succeed, right? Where the property,
They need availability. They
Yeah.
need, basically.
so you might get a more truthful answer if you go direct to the owner.
Yes.
And I think we all know the owners anyway, so we can just reach out to them and see if they have any availability. Make sense, Cindy?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense for me to directly call the property. That's what I will do if I would like to call the management.
Okay. Yeah. At that time, I was focusing on converting the the inquiry only. I mean, if it's whether we could since we have a good relationship with the pathogens as well, right?
Yep.
I was trying to transfer our guests if they want for Villa C5 that time. Okay. Yes, but please take a note for everyone as well. I mean, especially Maria, who will be helping this private as well. It's better to contact the property owner directly instead of the property management. Okay. That's pretty much about my private update. Do you have any questions, guys? No? Okay, thank you. Let's move to the Sasha private. Sasha, please give your update.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. So I'm just gonna give a quick update for the BV Instagram stickers. There's actually a pause in awareness funnel on Instagram since no one in charge due to lack of bandwidth in the marketing chapter, and we also have reposted stories from one guest and use the stickers as well. And no new guests use the stickers beside Pram from Dream Breeze. And the action plan is there is need to be someone in charge of the Instagram awareness funnel as soon as possible, and also have we actually have been facing difficulties for guests to tag us on Instagram even before the stickers are available. So I think I will need to discuss with BI like how this can be optimized. And to answer Mr. Jing's question there, actually Mr. Jing, I think marketing chapter passed it to BI at the moment for the Instagram awareness funnel. So yeah, that's it from me, Miss Cher. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Sasha, for the update. Yeah, I believe there is another guest that using our stickers besides Prom. If I'm not mistaken, it's the guest
Atra?
that's staying on Atra, yeah?
Yeah.
No. It's
They did use it.
it's us who use the sticker basically because we reposted it and then we put the stickers on our posting, not the guest.
Oh,
Yeah, the guest just like just mention us basically.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the clarification, Sasha. Yes, to anybody, do you have any feedback? Maybe to Fidi regarding Sasha will discuss with BI
Yes,
regarding
just
how
discuss
to
with
reach
you
out.
first for now.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, I believe reaching out to the guests to actually persuade them to using our stickers is quite difficult as asking for leaving a review. Yeah, I mean you need some effort to do that. Yeah. Please do the discussions and update on this card. Yeah, Sasha.
Sure thing.
Okay, thank you. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, if there is no questions, we will move to the other pivot. There is no update from Maria. Let's go to Erika. Time is yours, Erika, please.
I will briefly explain about my first pivot here because there's a high demand on pet friendly on Facebook. So we intended to document them, and we try to propose to community team to have a look and see which property that have high demand for pet friendly, and then they can have a look, and at least they propose to the owner to have a pet friendly area in their property. So yeah, here's the update. Me and Kak Sasha has already selected properties that have high demand on pet friendly, and it's still being checked by Om Rafiq. And I'm still waiting on Om Rafiq update for this.
Okay, thank you, Erika, for the update. I believe Om Rafiq is still on Galungan, what is that, yeah, Galungan Day. We're really looking forward for this pivot actually working, since this will support the inquiry optimization campaign as well. Yeah, that's pretty much my feedback for this pivot. Do you guys have any feedback for Erika? Okay, no. If there is no, thank you, Erika, for the update. We're really looking forward for next update. Actually, I'm sorry, Sasha, I missed your one pivot, your another pivot. Please update the discount voucher OTA.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. It's okay. So another quick update for my pivot is that for the Booking.com, we will continue to apply the approach for the discount voucher using the sympathy method messaging. And for Airbnb, we've done like 15 reach outs, one redeemed, and 5 guests left review. So we're gonna continue this pivot on Rafiq Wayana and Baywana profile at the moment, and we'll reevaluate it on the 25th of April.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the update, Sasha. Okay, it seems to be working well on the Airbnb, but still, you want to try again on the Booking.com, yeah?
Yeah, at the moment we'll still continue doing that. See.
Okay. Okay, that's the update from Sasha. Thank you. Do you guys have any feedback? No. Okay. Looking forward for the next examinations for the voucher discount on Booking.com next week, yeah, Sasha. Good luck.
Nadine, I think you're muted.
Yeah, Nadine, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, that's pretty much about the pivot updates in this Trello board. We can move to the discussion management. Andre, could you please help me to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Okay, thank you. Please go down to the discussion that haven't been discussed, yeah, Andre. So, okay, this is there are some threads. Bigger to be able our to copy Booking.com listing link as well. Yes, I found it. It's unavailable, yeah. Booking.com listing on the listing list on Bigger. Am I correct? Go to VD.
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible, Coffee
Yes,
to make
it's
it?
possible.
Okay, yes. Because sometimes we need that too, to send it to our guests, and they seem kind of like cannot open the, what is that? We cannot open the listing because
For this
it's
one,
still.
please submit a feature request to product development team. I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Andre, I delegate you to be the PIC to propose this to the PD, yeah, since you are the one that brought this up. I think that's a simple discussion for that. We can move to the other discussions.
I have a follow-up question as well for video.
Oh, okay.
Since we already have also the other platform like Traveloka, Booking.com, Agoda, and such, do you think it's also possible for us to have it on Bigger as well, like Booking.com, like?
It is. Just try to maybe which one is the most used one for now.
Booking.com, I think.
Booking.com, yeah. Like for Agoda, yeah, Traveloka, if it's needed, then just include it in the request as well.
Yep. Because I was just thinking maybe if we success with Sasha's pivot about Sasha and Asa, I forgot. But voucher, I think we need to recheck the price on the Booking.com as well, right? Meanwhile, we don't really check it like on the reservation. We don't really have the visibility on that, right? So maybe it could be easier for us to have it on Bigger. So thank you, Nadine, for discuss this too, and as well.
Okay, thank you, Andreas. I agree since we have more activities on Booking.com, yeah, right now. So the listing link on Booking.com is pretty important. I think it's not urgent for now to having the other platforms link like Agoda and Traveloka since there is no urgency. We can skip that first. Okay, that's pretty much the discussions about the listing link. We can move to the Andres' next discussions. This is about the on-site team. Do you think that our on-site team needs to have hosting skill when the guests visit the property? Okay, this is pretty interesting discussions. Maybe we can go to Maria's opinion first. What do you think, Maria?
I think yes, we need on the on-site team need to have hosting skills since for example Mr. Han on Atra, I don't think he is hospitable enough since he just let the guests come in and don't approach the guests or something like that. But I think community already has done this. I mean, they make standardized hospitality for the host on-site team as well.
Okay, thank you, Maria, for sharing your opinion. Since we have only 4 minutes left, I propose to have to extend the meeting for about 10 minutes to discuss this one. Maria says that it's pretty important for the on-site team to have hosting skills. Maybe go to Erika. What do you think? What kind of hosting skills that the on-site team should have to hosting our guests?
I agree with Kak Maria because the on-site team is the one who handles the guest and to determine whether the guests want to make a booking or not. And I think what a hosting skill that is specifically needs to be achieved by the on-site team is hospitality first, and the second is how to persuade the guests to really do the booking. And I think those two is the most important skills that have to be mastered by the on-site team, and to make sure that the guests really proceed the booking. That's what I think.
Okay, thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Erika. Maybe go to Sasha. What do you think about Erika's opinion?
Yeah, I totally agree with Maria and Erika as well. Because when the guests visit the property, like if they like not they like on-site team is not friendly, then the guests will feel like like they're not welcome there. So I think it's important for them to have hosting skills and probably also like upselling. What I mean by upselling is like upsell their property, like we have a pool here, we clean it regularly, stuff like that, basically. So I think it's important see to increase like the converted inquiry and visit as well see.
Okay, so you actually saying that we also need support from the on-site staff to convince the guests when they're visiting to actually convert to booking, yeah?
Yeah,
Sasha?
because it will be beneficial for them if they get the booking right. So
Okay.
win-win solution for both of us.
Okay, thank you, Sasha. Let's go to Andre. Andre, how do you think this could be implemented in the future, Andre? So there is actually the on-site staff contributing on the conversion as well.
Yep, I think this requires a coordination between HR and the community as well. It's like we want to make sure that the community is working on something that we have. So first of all, what we can do is transferring the knowledge of hosting with a simple way to the community itself. Because I believe that the on-site team maybe have a different kind of understanding about the hosting or compare with us. So let's say we gonna have to transfer or maybe create the simple material for the community team, for the on-site team, so they can like learn it easily. What I was thinking is like maybe like this. So what you need to do during the guest visit is introducing what's the special of the property, introducing the pool, or introducing the room and how you want to use the room and such, so on and so forth. So that could be inspire the guests as well. So it it's kind of helping for the selling itself. So what we need to do is like upsell the property that we have, upsell the property that we wanna that the guests visit. Show the benefit of their if they're share staying on our property. Maybe it will be close to this place. It will be close to this place, and I don't think that kind of things is have it's done to all of the on the all of the property. So if we could done in all of the property, or let's say mostly on on site team, it could be generated maybe higher conversion because they kind of feel enjoy with when they're welcoming, even though it's just a visit. So that could be on my thoughts during this scenario, because I think hosting is important for the on-site team as well. So let's say they don't really welcome them very very well, the guests tend to just you don't need to follow up something like that. It's kind of weird when the guests ask like that, like what happened during their visit. So yeah, so they will be fun.
Okay, interesting, Andre. Thank you for sharing your opinion. This is very interesting to be discussed since we have so many inspections that at the end turned down, from the inquiry. Okay, maybe let's go to Vidi. Vidi, actually, I want to ask you, is it after the sharing our members' opinions, and then do you think it is possible to be done by the on-site team, and how would we implement this? Or maybe this is related to your discussions previously about the offline hosts, Vidi.
Right. So first one, I have several thoughts on this. It's very important for us to raise this awareness to the community team by what are the communication tools that we have regarding property to the communication to the community team. It's actually the PRM, right? We can actually try to notify the community team on the PRM card that the offline host for offline staff for this particular property actually is not hospital enough, and we have to also like provide a proof, for example, right, that can actually create a conclusive evidence. Second, so first communicate to CM through PRM by providing proof. Second, we can try to provide the best practice material for hosting and also like reservation, right? Number three, after inspection, do we ask the guests like how was their visit?
Yeah,
we do, right?
Always
Are there a special analysis on why it does not it is not converted?
Yeah, but mostly they're talking about the facilities. We didn't really ask how was the guy who welcomed you.
Yeah. There are some ways to trigger the response regarding that one, right? Like how was your visit, and plus words that might trigger, the stuff was kind, but the property itself has this issue 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So asking the review on the on-site visit can actually also help improve the quality of our offline host, on-site stuff. Regarding offline hosts, currently we do have plans, but we're not doing this at the moment. It's not our utmost priority. We can still try to optimize the online hosting at the moment through the three maybe, and also the others recommendation.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Vidi, for sharing your thoughts. I do agree with Vidi. Maybe we can conclude that we need the guest review about the inspections itself first. Yeah. So how was their experience during the inspections, so that we have proof basically to bring up to the community whether some of particular property needs to be trained on welcoming the guests, and then that's basically it that we can do. Andre, back to you, Andre. Do you think you need to delegate this to somebody to be the PIC?
I was thinking maybe Erika could have this too. First of all, I was thinking that having the guests review us after their visit, it requires it requires all team to do that too, right? So we're gonna have another maybe awareness from all team to do it, and how many days we wanna recheck it, how many visits we wanna recheck or review or something like that, and then we try not to need to prioritize. I mean, if the property like Villa Surga Ubud is a visit, but they're actually visit like once in this month compared with Apsara, maybe there is a case like visit like 8 times. So we're gonna need to prioritize which we're gonna need to prioritize the property as well. But
Yes.
the first the first execution about the guest review about the visit, I think that could be that things is possible for that. So
Yes.
maybe me and Erika will have some discussion about this, and then we will have it executed.
Okay. Okay. To Erika, do you accept the nomination, Erika?
Yeah, sure. I handle a lot on the follow-ups, and I think this is an issue that needs to be have a pivot of this.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Erika, for accepting the nominations. Looking forward for the documentation on the this review. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yep. All good now.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Erika, for accepting the nominations. I think we have the conclusion already. Looking forward for the documentation on the pivot card, and then since we have running out of time right now, I think we can finish the discussions right now. Thank you everyone for attending the Scrum. I'll let you guys continue.
Oh wait,
And have
Nadine.
a nice day.
Oh, go ahead, Vidi.
Yes, sir.
I was just about to say, like as usual, when the discussion is not over yet during the discussion period, we can actually continue the discussion. Just tag each other and in the Dropbox paper, and we can discuss asynchronously for this one.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Covid. Yeah, sir. Okay, please.
Oh, and that's a great pivot into Discord. Has anybody used Discord last week?
Yeah, actually, a lot of HR join Discord, especially during night shifts.
Oh, okay, all right. And how helpful is it? Let's go to Andre. Is having Discord around helpful if you're doing a shift?
I think it's helpful. Even
thank you, Maria.
Moreover, when we just want to make sure like a little follow up with the other teams. Like I remember Sasha, I suddenly come up with the sounds like check, and I was like shocked. Who the hell is talking? I just want to check something. So it's kind of useful, but it's really useful for a simple follow up during inside the team.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, just getting some feedback on that one. The other feedback I want to get is on the Slack group for the inquiries. hard negotiation cases. Let's go to Nadine. Nadine, how helpful is that, you think, to improve the inquiry conversion rate?
For now, it's affecting on the Facebook conversion basically. So it's helping.
Interesting. So, hey, look, if you're working on reservations and you need some help, or you have a case where you just like, I don't know how to take care of this, feel free to slot it into the Slack group, and the Slack group will basically we'll analyze it and we'll try to figure out what's the best way to convert it for you. Okay? So don't work alone, work with your team. Okay? All right. Anyways, public service.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah,
Thank
bye-bye.
you, sir. Okay, bye. Okay,